Hi, y'all. I come to say that people are upset about the favor that God gives to you. Because people don't receive the same favor that God extends to you, they can't understand it. They can't fathom it. They don't understand why some doors may open for you but it don't open for them, or they don't understand how some people may give you grace but don't extend the same grace to them. They don't understand that. They don't understand that it's the way that you carry yourself and the way that you move, and the way that you carry yourself and the way that you move is genuine. This is only for genuine people. This is only for people who do not wake up and think evil. This is for the people who wake up and doing their best just to go about their day and do the best that they can to continue on for another day, to continue making another dollar, to continue to serve others, to continue to please yourself. These are for these type of folks. These are not for the folks that automatically wake up in the morning thinking evil towards others, thinking how they can manipulate certain situations and certain people, whatever the case. This is not for y'all. And the reason why it's not for y'all is because y'all won't be able to understand the favor that's being given to others. These are for the people who I just spoke about. Back to y'all. Back to us. People don't understand that type of favor. So therefore they give you hate. They push hate on you by their body language, by the way that they act towards you, the way that they speak towards you, the tone of voice. And you be thinking like, well, what did I do to this person for this person to be acting like this towards me? What did I do to you? And you sitting here thinking to yourself like, what in the world did I do to this person for them to be acting like that? And it could be absolutely nothing. They don't understand why you can just be sitting by yourself in a crowd of people. You could be sitting by yourself and you just have a flock of people just coming to you, wanting to have a conversation with you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to see how your day going, wanting to tell you about their problems and stuff like that, because you're genuine, because you listen attentively, you listen, and you give genuine advice back. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying because it cuts off. But I just come to say that because people don't understand, it's not for you to make them understand. You know, it's not for you to break it down to them. Like I said, you sitting in the crowd of people and 10 other people just come flocking to you. People don't understand it. The people who don't have people who genuinely come to them, unless they're coming to them for a reason, because they need something from them, not because they just genuinely wants to go to this person and just have a conversation. Those type of people envy. They envy those who have a genuine spirit, and they don't understand how you can wake up and just be so nice. How, and not even just nice, how you can wake up and be so kind, how you can wake up and still have joy, how you can wake up and still have peace, how you can wake up and still forgive, how you can wake up and still have forbearance. All of the fruits of the spirit. People trying to figure out how you wake up and still do those things despite everything that came your way, despite the malice, the slander, the everything that low-key the Bible talks about, that is the opposite of the fruits of the spirit. People don't understand that. They want to know how in the world you did that. How you did that. And it is difficult. It's difficult knowing that you have somebody who envies you and may actually try to do everything to sabotage you. It is difficult to actually wake up and still keep on pressing on. And you know why we wake up and we still press on? You know why we still do that? It's because we have favor from the Lord. The Lord still wakes up and give us favor. Like when we think that all odds are against us, it's that one person that comes in and show us that you still have favor. It's that one situation that comes about when you think you at the when you're back against the wall, and that one situation that comes in and show you that you still have favor. And then you have to sit there and soak in that you still have favor. Despite what you're going through, despite the circumstances that you see, you still have favor. Like, God never put you on your behind, on your backside, however you want to say, on your back. God never left you there. God never left you there. You probably sat down. Yeah, like you probably sat down. You probably gave up. You probably would throw in the towel. You probably did those things. God didn't tell you to do none of those things. God said, get up. Get up and still do what it is that you want, you need, and you want to do. Get up. Get up. That's some real stuff for real. Get up. Stop pitying yourself. Stop thinking that it's not going to get better. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. Make a move. I know I'm going through a little situation right now where I left my job. And I just started putting other things in motion. So I ran into this lieutenant colonel yesterday. I just was minding my business at my unit, and somehow I came outside to come do something, and him and another second lieutenant, I think he was a first lieutenant. They was in the car because they came on a, because it was supposed to be a different, okay, so basically at my unit and other units, they have high school students who wants to join the military. They come and they start doing practice, things like that. So they assumed that was that weekend where they would be able to introduce themselves to the high school students and talk to the high school students, but they came on the wrong day. So it was really already military service members that were here and not the high school students. So they came and they asked me, he asked me, he was like, hey, is the high school students here? I was like, no. But okay, so he started asking me about, if I like the military, etc., etc. And so I told him, he asked me what I do for a living. I told him I just quit my job Friday. He was like, and I told him what what I had in mind to do next. And he was like, okay, a new plan. That had to sit with me, because when I quit my job, I was sad because I actually had liked my job, but the circumstances and, the circumstances was just not allowing me to stay there. And when he said a new plan, that sat with me, and I was like, you know what? Because at first I was just like thinking like, dang, what I just got myself into. I just quit my job. I'm sitting here about to start a new journey and know nothing about it, or not knowing if it's going to give me continuous income, or how am I going to get this continuous income that I was getting at my job, even though I used to be stressed out. And so when he mentioned new plan, I was like, thank you. Like in my head, I was like, thank you. You right. This is a new plan. Like the old way wasn't working anymore. The old plan wasn't working for me anymore. The old plan did what it needed to do. The old plan accomplished what it needed to accomplish. The old plan was the temporary plan. Now it's on to another temporary plan. It's on to another plan. It's on to something else. But I say that to say this. Well, also, when I came out that building and he was sitting there, and he was there because for one reason, when he really came for another reason. God sent him for another reason. Like, I walked out the building at the right time. And what happened was the second lieutenant that was with him used to work at an old job that I used to work at. So we had in common. We had something in common. And the funny thing is, they came an hour away. They were not in the same city that I was in. They came like an hour and a half away for a mistake because they thought that one situation was one day when it really wasn't that day. And they probably thought that they had a false trip, but they didn't have a false trip because they ran into me. And so the lieutenant colonel, he told me, he said to write up a plan, write up a 3-year plan and a 5-year plan and call him so we could talk about it. Y'all, I'm just a specialist. Now the thing is, I'm just enlisted. He's an officer, which is a whole different category. That's the category that I'm trying to go towards. But I say that to say this. People are upset by the favor that you have, by the favor that God has given to you, and the favor that God is continuously showing you. Because they don't understand it, it's not for you to make them understand. It's not for you to dumb down your light. It's not for you. What you have to do, you have to wake up every day. I don't care if you're not doing nothing that day, but you're waking up every day and recognizing You're waking up every day and recognizing your favor. Wake up every day and recognize your favor. And you'll be all right. Because you have favor. And God will continue to give you that favor. As your